At any time during the ceremony, please feel free to come forward and take pictures. Please stand for the invocation given by Private Smith and remain standing for the playing of the national anthem.
Let us pray. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this journey you're forward with us, our brothers and sisters today. We pray that you protect us and guide us for the career in the field. Amen. Left face. Right face.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated.
Hooray, press.
Colonel Jones, Colonel Stoltman, Command Sergeant Major Fagan, Command Sergeant Major Laird, Command Sergeant Major Parsons, distinguished guests, friends, and relatives, welcome to the graduation ceremony for 13 Fox, classes 4-3 and 4-4-17 from Bravo Battery, 1st Battalion, 78th Field Artillery, United States Army. Today marks the successful completion of their demanding coursework. This is their day to be part of the fully trained and ready Army. Soldiers, today you join the ranks of the United States Army Field Artillery, a proud warrior race whose history began with a few simple cannons and has evolved into a complex system of short and long-range missiles and howitzers with unlimited all-weather capabilities. You are here because you have successfully completed the challenging training necessary to become a fully qualified soldier in the most lethal army in the world, following in the footsteps of those before you to include your instructors, but also soldiers like Sergeant First Class Jared C. Monty, whose heroism and gallantry in Operation Enduring Freedom as a forward observer earned him this nation's highest award, the Medal of Honor, for selflessly sacrificing himself while attempting to save the lives of his men. The non-commissioned officer standing in front of the graduating platoon is the Advanced Individual Training Platoon Sergeant. The AIT Platoon Sergeant for classes 4-3 and 4-4-17 is Sergeant First Class Edward Maldonado. Ladies and gentlemen, the guest speaker for today's graduation is Sergeant First Class Ricky Plant.
Distinguished guests, fellow soldiers, family members, and graduates of Advanced Individual Training Class 4-3 and 4-4-17, good morning. It's an honor and a privilege for me to speak to you today. First, I would like to congratulate all the soldiers that are graduating today and extend a heartfelt thanks to all the family members here today for their support during this endeavor. I encourage you to continue this support for these soldiers as they report to their newly assigned units and apply the lessons they have learned during the past 8 weeks. You all have completed the final phase of your initial entry training. The senior leaders of the Army call this the soldierization process. And during this process, you were taught all about living the Army values. Many people know the words loyalty, duty, respect, selfless service, honor, integrity, and personal courage mean. But how often do you see someone actually live up to them? I challenge each of you to live these values every day. Simply put, do the right thing. You have demonstrated your success here that you are winners. By your success here that you are winners. You are living testimonies of why the United States Army leads the way. I know that before me are the future first sergeants, command sergeant majors, and maybe even a sergeant major of the Army, or two. You'll be given many opportunities to put into practice the knowledge and skills you now have. The tough, demanding, and challenging standards that you had to maintain will soon reap benefits for you and your fellow soldiers as you put them into practice. As you know, your training is not over. You will leave here and transition to your first unit of assignment. You must continue to live the Army values. Don't ever forget that you are soldiers, guardians of freedom and the American way of life. You should draw from the experiences of your leaders. Most will be combat veterans, eager to share their experiences with you. In some cases, the mission will receive priority. It will receive the priority and may not be a popular decision. However, always remember your leaders have two basic responsibilities: the accomplishment of the mission and the welfare of you, soldiers. This is all part of the training process. You must be willing to follow the orders of those appointed over you without question. The assumption of responsibility and thoughts of failure should not be feared. The responsibilities are given to you, and they will be. Embrace them as learning opportunities. Do not pawn them off, and if you fail, do not make excuses, for it is through success and failures that you will grow as soldiers. In all areas that I have touched on, there is one thing that should remain foremost in your mind. Never forget why you enlisted. When times are tough, reflect on the decision that you made to enlist. All days will not be good days, but stay focused. In closing, we learned the Army values in basic combat training, and we reinforce them here in AIT. I challenge you to continue to live them every day in everything you do, whether on the job or off. In short, the 7 core Army values are what being a soldier is all about. I wish you all good luck. God bless you and your families, and may God continue to bless the United States Army. Thank you.
So, up heads, huh! Awardees, huh!
The official party for today's ceremony is Sergeant First Class Ricky Plant.
Who's that?
The Distinguished Honor Graduate Award is presented for overall academic excellence and character development throughout the training cycle. The Master Shooter Award is presented to the student with the highest score on the 2 graded live fire events. The Distinguished Honor Graduate for 13 Fox, Class 4417, is Private First Class Smith with a class average of 97.83%. The Distinguished Honor Graduate and Master Shooter for Class 43-17 is PV2 Chedisar with a class average of 98.25%. The Master Shooter for Class 44-17 is Private Scott. Ladies and gentlemen, the distinguished graduates. The soldiers of graduating 13 Fox classes 43 and 44-17 will now pin on the Field Artillery branch insignia, thus signifying that the Department of the Army and Field Artillery Commander has certified that these soldiers are branch qualified and are true artillery soldiers. The cross cannons insignia has been in use since 1834 and represents two Cross and Napoleon cannons from 1812. The insignia was modified in 1901, 1907, 1957, and 1967, which is in current use today, and represents the field artillery as the king of battle. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand and remain standing for the Soldier's Creed and the Army Song.
The Soldier's Creed! I am an American soldier. I am a warrior, member of a team. I serve the people of the United States and live the Army values. I will always place the mission first. I will never accept defeat. I will never quit. I will never leave a fallen comrade. I am disciplined, physically and mentally tough, trained and proficient in my warrior tasks and drills. I will always maintain my arms, my equipment, and myself. I am an expert and I am a professional. I stand ready to deploy, engage, and destroy the enemies of the United States of America in close combat. I am a guardian of freedom and the American way of life. I am an American soldier. March along, sing our song, with the army of the free. Count the brave, count the true, who have fought to victory. We're the army and proud of our name. We're the army and proudly proclaim. First to fight for the right and to build the nation's might, and the army goes rolling along. Proud of all we have done, fighting till the battle's won, and the army goes rolling along. It is high, high, hey, the army's on its way. Count off the cadence loud and strong. Wherever we go, you will always know that the army goes rolling along.
Private Smith, take charge. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the graduation ceremony. The cadre and soldiers of the 1st Battalion, 78th Field Artillery thank you for your attendance. Please feel free to come forward and congratulate the graduates.